Hi guys!
Hi guys.
welcome to Charity's Bubble
USA.
USA. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fine. I am driving. So I hope that everybody is doing fine. Listen, you want to say hi?
Hi.
Oli, Didi. So guys, I hope you're doing fine. Thank you guys for watching my videos and also for commenting. Like I said before, if you have a question, it's good to type it there so that we can talk about it. So I'm just gonna turn my camera so that you can see where I am going. I hope this video is not gonna be too long, but I need to answer some questions. I'm gonna talk about some of the things, and like I told you guys, I was gonna do 2 videos so that I'm able to answer all your questions. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna answer your questions, and let me turn my camera here so that you can see the road. So I'm gonna talk about the DV 2022. I'm gonna talk about the marriage at the DC, or the Attorney General's office, and I'm gonna talk about there's a person who asked what's the difference between an RN and an LPN. Now let's first of all talk with the people, the DV 2022 winners. Now there's a person who said that they have checked, and they are saying that they have checked their status, and they said that they were told that their case is at the NVC, and they are waiting for the interview to be scheduled. Now what I can tell you about the DV lottery is this, and before I talk about that, guys, please like my video. When you watch it, it doesn't cost you so much to like. Just click the like button. You can make a comment, but those likes are good, guys. Don't forget to like my video. So I'm talking about the DV 2022 people. Guys, the DV lottery needs a lot of patience. A lot of patience, because there is nothing you can do to expedite that process. And in my consecutive videos, I think I've talked about it, told you guys that the only thing that you can do, yes, you are selected, yes, you filled out your DS-260, the only thing you can do is to be patient, because that process, they do it when your visa is available. So, and the year for DV 2022 is gonna end on September 30th. So you still have time. We are in June, 2nd of June today. So the only thing I can tell you is to be patient, because there's another person who was asking when do they get their second notification letter. You find that you can never know. But what they say is that they will send you a notification, the second notification letter, when the visa is available. So that is their work. And this process requires a lot of patience, guys. It requires a lot of patience. And like I always say, is that you can be selected, and if it reaches September 30 and you have not received your second notification letter, they do not forward it to the next year. So if you did not get the second notification letter, then that's it. But I'm not discouraging you, but at the same time, I have to tell you what's the truth, because that is the truth, that you have to wait, be patient, guys. That's the only thing that I can ask you for. And what I say is that after you have filled out your DS-260, do not put that to run your life. Forget about it and go on with your life. Do not be stressed, because I know it's very easy for you to be stressed, and it's, it's a normal thing. It's good to anticipate, yes, and it's good. You can be stressed about it, but the thing is, the only thing you can do is to be patient and pray and have faith. That's the only thing that you can do. I'm eating an ice cube. It's so hot, guys. So that's what I can say about the case of DV 2022. Patience, guys, and prayer and faith, and it's gonna come. it hasn't reached September that year. We are into, so we have June, July, August, September. There's another person who asked me, what does it mean if that they're saying that all the case numbers are current on the visa bulletin? It means that every number that you have is current. That means that you can receive a second 2NL anytime, but there is no time frame. It depends on them. When your visa is available, they are going to notify you. So on that case, kindly guys, you have to be very, 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 very patient. Now, the other question was about getting married, a civil marriage, the one that's done. You know, when I was in Kenya, and I don't know which country this person is from, but there is always a system, and you can go and get married in the Attorney General's office. You can get, you know, it used to be at the DC's office at that time. So it's just like a regular wedding, because you find that they will have to do the notification that they do, and then they put it a notification to just for someone not to come and bring a dispute that you are married to them and all that. And after that wait time, then you are going to be, then you can go and do your wedding. You just need to have a witness. That's all that you need. You only need to have a witness, and then you can go and do the marriage. So that one is not so big. You can do that. At the same time, there's another one that you can do. You can go and talk to your church pastor, and you tell them that you just want to have the marriage certificate, but it has to be the certified ones, because not all pastors are certified to legalize weddings. You can do those. So it's the same thing. You go to your pastor, you talk to them, and then you just go with your witnesses, the witness for you and the witness for your spouse, and you're good to go. Because like I normally say, is that the DV lottery process takes a long time, guys, and it takes a lot of money. You will have to use a lot of finance, and since you have to use a lot of finance, I want to change the lane, and I don't know if this person is gonna give me, damn it. So that's all that I can tell you. So depending on the country that you are in, go ask for a civil marriage, inquire about a civil marriage, and know where it is done, and then they are going to tell you, because you know countries are different and the rules are done differently. So like in Kenya, you find that you can go and inquire about a civil marriage in any office, in any government office. They will tell you where to go. So that's what that's how it's done. But it's very easy. You're not going to spend a lot of money. Of course, you'll pay a fee for that process, and it's not so much. I don't remember how much you paid for hours, but that's how it's done. Now, the other thing, the last question they were asking about the difference between an RN and an LPN, and I've talked about this, but since I know that I have new people who have come in, so about it. So an LPN is, you are a nurse, but it's like I would call it like a certification, like a certificate level. So the difference between you and the RN is that the RN is a degree, it's gonna be a degree. So you find that the duties are going to be different. The first thing that I can say about an RN and an LPN is that an RN is paid more than you. It doesn't mean that they're better than you or whatever, because you can still be working on the same floor, especially if you're working in a nursing home. You can work in the same floor, the other person you're working with is an RN, but there is something that we call the scope of practice, whereby if you are an LPN, there are some things that you cannot do. For example, if someone was receiving blood, a blood transfusion, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. If a person is doing something like they're getting something like potassium, you cannot do that. So there are some limitations. And when you go to school, normally what happens is that they tell you, and you know, you learn, you know, this is what I can do, this is my limitation. But when you are an RN, you find that you can do all that the LPN cannot do. And you find that when you go to school, there's something that you read about, you know, that this is what I can do as an LPN, this is what I can do as an RN. Of course, when you go to LPN school, it's going to be a shorter time, And when you go to the RN school, it's gonna be a shorter time. Like I tell you guys, is that right now I'm doing my RN. It's gonna take me another 2 semesters, and I am done. So that's the only difference. Now, can you do the whole thing to become an RN and not stop? Yes, you can. Can you become an LPN like me, and then you go back to school and become an RN? Yes, you can. So it doesn't matter. Whatever that, when you come here in the US, you normally decide according, whatever is gonna work for you is what you do. So you have to decide on what fits you. But there's a difference, yes. But the only difference is within the scope of practice. It doesn't mean that an LPN is not a nurse. Yes, it's a nurse, because, you know, if something happens with your patients and you're an LPN, you are liable with those patients. But if you are working with an RN on the floor, you find that the RN will be at a higher level than you. So you find that the RN can give you some duties to do, especially if you're working in a hospital. And another thing is that when you are an LPN, most, like here where I live, most hospitals do not have LPNs. They don't have LPNs, they have RNs. And if you find that if you work as an LPN in the hospital, you will be working under your RN, because there are some things that you can do, and there are some things that you cannot do. And you know, they tell you, when you go to school, they tell you this is what you can do, and this is what you cannot do. So I hope that I was able to answer that question. And I just needed to talk about those 3 questions. I hope that this video is going to help you guys. And I'm going to end this video right now. So guys, say goodbye.
Bye.
And tell them to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe.
So thank you guys, and God bless you.